Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Atlanta Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. John Neese is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, a real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. He'll try and do that again here.
Number 17 heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 17.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And that last loss was one of those games that you hate to lose. It really could have gone either way, but for our sake, I hope we get another close game like that here.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately. Recorded more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 ball games.
Eric Ibar is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Neese is ready. 0-1 on its way. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Freddie Freeman will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Drilled to the right side, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, the number 2 and 3 guys come through with back-to-back hits here with 1 out in the first. Now they've got something cooking, and they'll try to stake themselves to an early lead.
Adonis Garcia will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there, as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? This is kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many had him pegged to be one of the best run producers in the game coming into this season. He is having a breakout year, in my opinion.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. You figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need...
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
You talk about early pressure to start things out. My goodness, bases loaded now. Still only 1 out. And we might be looking at one of the crucial moments of this ball game, just 5 batters into it.
Tyler Flowers steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of... He's out. Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Jeff Francoeur steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. And that retires the side. Braves will settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Atlanta leads it 1-0. Manny Banuelos gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Number 26 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, second baseman, number 26.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 17 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Gil Valentin will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. And with a quick breather here, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Gregory Polanco will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Chopped foul right at home plate. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing. A runner on first with 2 away. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. It's the Braves 1 and the Pirates nothing. Hector Oliveira makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Nice gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. Tap fouled at home plate. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting 8, second baseman.
Well, let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. He might have got away with one there.
Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Polanco. 1 out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
The pitcher, Manny Banuelos, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Stepping in now, number 17. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Eric Ibar steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Valentin ranging back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Braves lead it 2-0. Jung Ho Gong will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, oh, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
Hit to short. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Francisco Cervelli will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And a high strike there, 0-1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. The 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
You know, maybe he had a little bit of a concern that they were going to call that one a strike, too.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a sign of a guy who's really learning how to pitch. I mean, look at this location on 1 and 2. No need to try and blow him away with a high fastball. This is right on the outside corner at the knees. No chance to get that one.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Three and 0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
2 out, nobody on. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count. But this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Oh, what a stop. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. Neese into his motion. First pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. 1 away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Adonis Garcia is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
High and deep to right center field. McCutchen going back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Tyler Flowers.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Cervelli waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Standing in now, Jeff Francoeur. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. John Neese digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, John Neese.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Three and 0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. He'll probably take it anyway.
Number 26 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Oliveira comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
So with 1 away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. Striding into the box, Gil Valentin. He reached on a single in his first try.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Runners on first with one down. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
You could pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball 1-2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. They'll go the short way to Beckham, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. Braves lead this one 3-0. Hector Olivera is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. Pulled high in the air out to left field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Manny Banuelos did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
Counts 1-0.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Nice sets his sights. 2-2 pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Gregory Polanco is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
But this is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. So take a look at a few and see what he's got.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Into the box now, Jung-Ho Gong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
Three and one now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Got him. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And as you can see on your screen, both starters topping out at 91 miles an hour. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cervelli. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Bucks go down quietly. Still down 3-0. Number 17 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Center fielder. Number
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Eric Ibar will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it. Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at Gung. And he loses the handle on the transfer, and that's going to allow the inning to continue.
Yeah, as you watch this one again, it's a great play to lay out and get this thing. And he knows he's going to have to hurry. But as he scrambles to his feet, he forgets one small detail, and that happens to be the baseball. So this should go down as an infield hit, but a nice effort.
In now, Adonis Garcia. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Called strike 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Nice pauses. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Pirates nothing. Jordy Mercer will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One and two, here it comes. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Sean Rodriguez will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Francoeur. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Jonathan Neese comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Ibar for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's spotted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Josh Harrison will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Lifted in the air to center field. Under it is the center fielder, and that's the 3rd out. Pirates leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Josh Harrison, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 5, Josh Harrison.
Tyler Flowers makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Grounded to third. Gung's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Jeff Francoeur will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Hector Olivera.
Hector Olivera stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
The windup and the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Polanco moves over, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quietly, but they lead it 3-0. Gil Valentin will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Lays off 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Swing and a liner. Foul. High in the air out towards shallow right. Francoeur is under it, 1 down. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. On the ground to third. To his right, Garcia in time to first, and there are 2 away. Gregory Polanco will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Francoeur has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Pittsburgh. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Gordon Beckham will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
McCutcheon is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Manny Banuelos will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball line hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
And for a pitcher, he really squared that ball up pretty well. You can bet his manager would love to see more at-bats like this, but unfortunately, it didn't work out for either of them.
Into the box now, number 17. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And there's ball 2 now. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Jung-Ho Gong will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1. Dribbled up the line. Garcia is up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Center fielder has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Jordy Mercer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Eric Ibar, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way, uses the big part of the field, and gets himself a base hit.
Freddie Freeman ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Jared Hughes will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our 2 starters to this point in the contest. Adonis Garcia will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out to right field. Polanco is there. 2 down. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap through the first 7 and change. Tyler Flowers stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Valentin over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Sean Rodriguez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here it comes. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. David Freese will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, David Freese.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Now in the box, Josh Harrison. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And that misses, ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Ibar has it. Beckham for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. A.J. Schugel will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jeff Francoeur, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Hard hit ball to second. Harrison has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Stepping in now, Hector Oliveira. They'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label. So that's a great take.
Lifted in the air out to right. Polanco moving to his left. 2 gone.
This is where having a good changeup can save some wear and tear on your arm.
It takes him just 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs here.
Gordon Beckham will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 3-0. Gil Valentin will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. In the air, out to right. Francoeur is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
1 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. McCutchen moves well on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
The right fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Just their 4th hit of the ball game, but this is one of their better swings they've had all game long, and winds up going for a double.
Gregory Polanco will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third, here's McCutchen heading home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Jim Johnson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 53, Jim Johnson. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 22, Nick Markakis.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jung Ho Gong. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Francisco Cervelli. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
The 1-0 delivery. 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Matt Joyce will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 17, Matt Joyce.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
First baseman, number 3,
Sean Rodriguez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
John Jaso will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
number 28, Sean Jaso.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
On the ground up the middle. Scooped up. Ibar for one. Back to first. It's a double play. And oh boy, they wind up stranding the possible tying and winning runs in scoring position here, as just like that, this ball game's over.
Well, you might want to call this one winning ugly. They allowed the tying run to get to third and the winning run to reach second base. But in the end, they hang on for dear life to close this one down.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You'll take that every time.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 3-2. Good night from Pittsburgh.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Atlanta Braves, 3 runs on 8 hits,